Here comes the thief, being all sneaky. But is that leather armor going to be creaky? You wanted to know if this made lots of sounds, so we're gonna test it this time round. Hi friends, Lauren back again. Last time we did how noisy is chainmail, and some of you in the comments, you want to know about leather. So I've put on a leather jacket, I've put on the dagger and pouch belt, and I have this piece of never finished leather armor that I was making. And let's talk about that. So, is the mail going to be noisier than the leather? And the quick answer is, yeah, it's a bit noisier, because there's all that moving. When I do the arm motion with the dagger, let me hold the phone proper. The swishing doesn't quite get to 50 decibels. So we're not really hearing anything, and I don't think the microphone can pick it up. I did some tests, couldn't hear anything. So it was really quiet. But what gets me is the creaking of the jacket and leather belt. So it's not the jacket itself, and this piece of armor flexing, you don't hear anything, okay? Maybe 31, 32 decibels, and the background is 30. Oh, and that's probably picking up the computer fan, so it's not really picking up any noise from this. It's not going to be the armor itself. It's probably going to be buckles and straps that are moving, that are tensing, that are rubbing. And that's where we're going to get our sounds. And I've tried, though, to get the microphone to pick it up. It's not picking it up. But if I'm just sitting here and I'm moving around, I can hear the creaking. Now, maybe it's getting up to about 50 decibels if it really creaks and I really turn. If I'm moving softly and quietly, there's going to be a little bit of creaking sound, and that's because of the belt. I might want to get rid of the rest of the gear. You can probably keep the armor on, but you don't want a whole bunch of other stuff. You probably just take the dagger, leave most everything behind, sneak up, go. So all the noise is coming from my waist in the motion and not my arm. So I could just stab. But of course, if you're fighting, you put your whole motion into it. So there is going to be some sound. Might be too late, though, for anyone to do anything about it. Put the dagger away. Now, this is a very light leather jacket. It's very supple, so there's not a lot of crinkling and creasing. If you were wearing a heavy metal kind of, one of those biker jackets there, they do make a lot of creaking. I remember having one, we won't talk about how many years ago, but yeah, I had one, and the sleeves definitely made a lot of crinkling, creaking sounds. But I'm only getting about 50 decibels, so still, I'm not outclassing anything. I'm still relatively quiet. If there's conversations, there's noise, there's other things going on, I can definitely do it, but creaking of leather really stands out. It's not the decibels, it's the pitch. It's the pitch of that creaking sound that maybe the microphone doesn't pick up, but I certainly hear it. And if I were standing guard duty and someone was sneaking up on me and all the leather buckles and straps and things were straining and moving, I might pick that up if it's fairly quiet. So you really have to go slow. You really have to control your movements. You really can't be bobbing up and down. You can't be moving backwards and forwards. You have to keep yourself in position. So I think that game-wise, the conclusion is the leather doesn't really make more noise, but it does have a higher pitch creakiness. So it's not louder, but it is different in sound, and that's definitely going to stand out. So you'd have to change how you move, and so that's why a sneaking skill would be important in a game, because you aren't just walking up slowly. You actually have to hold your body in a certain position. I can't move, I can't bob up and down, and I can't move back and forth. I've got to keep myself moving just my legs, everything holding still until that last moment. So sneaking really is more about your body movements than what you're wearing in order to control the movement, because it's the movement and combination of all the things that you have on you that are making the sound. And the pitch comes into it, and these high-pitched sounds of the creaking of leather definitely pick up, even though They're not decibel-wise louder. So that's really a lot of it. And I just wanted to make this little video so I could follow up based on your comments. And, that's excellent. That's exactly what I'm hoping for, is that when you have questions, I can then go and answer them. So thank you to, I think there were 3 people who mentioned that. And now I don't remember names because I didn't write them down, and I really should. But thank you for your comments and your support and subscriptions. We're past 715 now. That's really cool. Growing every week. Do remember, subscribe and like and comment, of course, because the content you want to see is the content I want to make, and that's what makes a good channel. Anyway, take care, stay safe, and keep on swinging.